G'day, we're the Traders. I'm Roy, I coach Destroy, and I'm here with Warnie.
Coach of the Warn Dogs.
And Calvin.
Coach of the Galvanators.
We are reviewing all 18 teams to give you a hand picking the best fantasy side you can leading into round one. And to do that today, we're looking at the Roos.
North Melbourne. Now, here's their top 5 most selected at the moment, and they're not a real popular team judging by the fantasy coaches.
Really?
Oh.
We've got Trent Dumont sitting there at the top. 11% of teams. Played in NAB 1. Didn't really show a lot to us.
No, he didn't, did he?
30 points.
I'm still hopeful. I still hold hope for him.
He's cheap. 120 grand. He did average 107 in the VFL last year. Hasn't played a senior game yet, so
Would have
if
had a few nerves.
gets a chance.
He'll be right. He's warming up.
Yeah, he didn't play last weekend though either, so
Oh,
That's a concern.
that worries
Big
me.
concern.
Okay,
He'll
all
be
right.
right.
So he's there, the number one. The second one is Joel Tippett, $143,000 defender, sitting on your bench. He's 26. He should be doing better than that for price. Like he'll make some money, but it's all about that heartbeat, I think, with a guy like him.
Now, there's a few people like him around from various teams
Yeah.
this year. He'll have to show a little bit to get that heartbeat spot.
Yeah, I know. Eric Wallace, I think people are jumping on the big US man there. 120 grand on their bench, probably R4 for a lot of people there. He's in 8% of teams. But then, Roy,
Yep.
starts getting interesting here.
Yes.
Sean Higgins.
Okay.
Oh, not again.
Never again list.
I think he is off the never again list again.
Again.
He went 88 in NAB 1. And no, I'm not getting fooled, NAB Cup, getting too excited. He just looked really good. He was running through the midfield, running hard as well. Like he did not, you know, sometimes over his career he's looked like treading on eggshells, going to get injured.
Yeah.
He just looked really strong. He moved forward in that last quarter and just went bang, 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 kicking goals. I don't know. He's dual position this year, defender, forward, unbelievable flexibility that brings at trade time. Must consider.
I've switched off.
What?
I heard Sean Higgins and I just shut down.
Well, don't. You need to consider him. He's
430
he's looking
grand.
good.
Does offer some value.
He does offer some
All right.
value.
All right. And rounding that out there is Jack Siebel, who possibly shows some value too. He's gained, or got back basically, forward mid status this
Yeah,
year.
that's good. And he's actually 10 points less than what he was in his best season
Yeah,
ever.
okay.
So he does show a little bit there, and
He'll eventually get better.
He's been doing pretty well in the NAB too. He's going at around about a point a minute. So
That's good. He's
that's
24
pretty good.
years of age,
He's
so
due.
it's kind of, he is due. Midfielder, he'll be a midfielder.
He will get a little bit of time there for sure.
Yeah, I reckon. All right, let's have a look at some of the other names. Andrew Swallow, he made his return.
Yes, and I am a big fan of Swallow. He's one of the superstars of the competition, I think. Now, injury, it ruined a couple of years
Yeah.
after, I think it was 2012, he averaged about 102.
Yeah.
And it looked like that next year he was going to the elite premium status. This year, it looks like I think he has overcome these things that have been slowing him down the last couple of years, and he is ready to go bang. So he is an underpriced premium.
Price about 89, so
He
you
is.
can getting him. Yeah, you're basically getting him at around 500 grand.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty good
He
price.
is cheap.
I'd say.
If you go for the Roos or you really like him, I would think don't hesitate, put him in there.
100%.
Just slightly under 500 grand is their Ruckman Roy, one of your best friends.
Goldie!
Todd Goldstein. Now, the thing I like about Goldie, he's pretty much fully priced. I think he's going to average that
Fully
89,
priced.
90.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I always thought that game he scored 20. So his average is more than that now, is it?
Yeah. he
Oh,
should.
right. Yeah, that's awesome.
No, I think that's where he is. But I like about him because he's one of the ruckmen that players soul rucks a lot of the time. And
Yeah,
that's
he
got to
does.
be good for your fantasy points. And it generally is. So if he can have that again this year,
he's
he's
just
a pretty easy
workhorse.
pick.
You see him just running from 50 to 50, that bloke. He will definitely average what he's priced at.
Yep.
He might even sneak a couple more in there.
So he could be in your mix, but definitely an elite. Like, people forget about him a little bit.
They do.
And so he should be in those top 3 or 4 rucks for the season. So make sure you jump on him when the rucks start going in your draft league. Now, Calvin, I always forget about him, and you get angry, and I think it's because you're about the same age as him.
I do get worked up.
Dustin Fletcher plays for Essendon, doesn't he?
Oh,
Boomer Harvey.
Oh, sorry.
Boomer Harvey. What more does Boomer Harvey have to do?
he's turning 37 this year.
It doesn't matter. Best scoring forward last year.
Yeah, that was his best season ever.
And it was his best season ever.
No, that's a...
What more does this bloke have to
20th year
do
breakout. Haven't
to
you heard
get
of them?
some fantasy credit in the world of fantasy? It does me head in every year.
Well, does me head in. Jeez, I've worked you up. Now, I think if you're going to be picking him, I really feel like he's a upgrade target.
Yeah.
That's what you said last year.
I know,
At
and I
what
didn't even
point
touch
last
him.
year did you pick the highest scoring
I didn't do that across any lines, I don't think, last year. I had a pretty average year. But, yeah, these upgrade, I just couldn't do it because he was so good. He
Here we
just
go.
was worth so much
Will
money.
he be top forward this year?
Oh, he won't be the top forward because I think that's
No,
gonna be
one of
Justin.
the top
One
forwards.
will he be top 6? He'll be close to that 6th spot, I think.
Oh, you give him a hard deal. Top 3, Boomer.
Top 3.
Top 3.
I reckon we should have a bet on this.
Boomer's another one that might drop down in elite and be a real bargain pickup.
Could
as
be,
well.
especially with. See,
He's
that's
the
what people
forgotten
get
one.
tricked a little bit with.
He's
that.
the forgotten one.
Yeah.
I think he will average certainly over 93 points. Does that get him in the top 6?
I think it would.
It's going to get him pretty close. We've got some pretty good forwards up there this
We
year,
do.
Calvin. All right, another name, Robbie Tarrant. It could be another heartbeat sort of guy on your forward line. He's $142,000, so you'd think he's probably going to play.
Yeah, you
so
think
so.
so he could be there. All right, who are we definitely locking? I don't know who I'm definitely locking from them at all.
Boomer.
But
No, I'm not, but I'm thinking about it.
yeah.
I don't have any
Well,
rules at the
Dumont.
moment.
I reckon we've all got Dumont on the bench
If
at
he
the
can get
moment.
that game,
He's there on the bench at the moment. Just
Swallow's undeniable value, though.
yeah, I like Swallow too. He's actually could be a bit of a smoke because he's not in many teams.
No, he's not at all.
Yeah, all right. Now, if you aren't already signed up, you need to hit up fantasy.afl.com.au so that you can get yourself a classic team, sign up to Elite and all of that, and jump in the North Melbourne, joining the chorus with all their supporters and joining their league.